doing was a major hurdle in my life. Major hurdle. I was all about doing. I was that guy who I was an elder. I ran the youth groups. I did maintenance. I fixed people's cars. I did this stuff. And God said, Mark, quit it. Sit down. Listen to me. Be still and know I am God. That was a tough lesson for me. So the Holy Spirit teaches us when we sit at Jesus' feet. Now, in this case, Jesus was sitting in a chair or on the floor, and he's talking. How do we sit at Jesus' feet? We don't have Jesus here.
We listen to his word or read his word.
Okay, so we could do it by listening to the word. That's the Baptist way. You just read the word. Yeah, we'll all agree with that. But is there another way just to sit at his feet?
Just sit. Be quiet, not busy.
Prayer closets.
Writing.
I don't have prayer closets, but I have prayer cars, prayer walks, prayer where you're just sitting there talking to him and you're hearing him. You're flooded with his peace and I'm not sure how to put a handle on that, because we could all say we've been there, but we can't all say we've been there enough that happens all the time, right? There are times when the emotional connection with our God is so powerful that it brings me to tears. And I'm glad I'm by myself, because if anybody saw me, they'd say, what is that firefighter doing crying? So there is a sitting at his feet that expands and goes beyond just reading his words. There's that intimacy. And I don't know how to say it, but I know the conditions that lead up to it. The conditions that usually lead up to those conditions in my life is when God does something supernatural in my life, or he's answered a question. It's usually when he's asked, I've got a question. Lord, why did you do this or this? Or why is this or this? And then all of a sudden it'll come to my mind. And I'm like, oh, that's why you just answered my question. And then I'm just flooded with this emotion of just thanks, because he's answered my prayer. And often that'll happen that way. You guys have that type